This is not a game for casual players, this is where one mistake deletes hours of progress. Welcome to Road to Vostok. Road to Vostok is a hardcore single-player survival shooter set in a post-apocalyptic border zone between Finland and Russia. Your goal is simple. Survive, loot, and reach Vostok, but once you cross that border, permadeath is active. You die, you lose everything. This is all about realism. You manage hunger, hydration, ammo, and injuries. Gunplay is slow and tactical, no run and gun, every bullet matters. Every movement matters, you plan routes, avoid danger, and think like a survivor. The craziest part, this is made by a solo developer, no shortcuts. No compromises. If you're tired of easy games, this is where you prove yourself.
Finland begins massive evacuations in Area 05. Satellite images show mysterious structures and military build-up near the border zone. Kaikkia kansalaisia kehotetaan siirtymään väestön suojiin.
Vaihdetaan alas ja kohti rajaa.
Darkness isn't just around you, it's hunting you. A dark fantasy action RPG with heavy Souls-like influence, you explore a cursed world filled with monsters and secrets. Combat is slow, heavy, and punishing. Timing is everything. You go deeper, you get stronger. Or you die trying. Loot, exploration, and survival are key. This is for players who love challenge, no handholding, just skill, patience, and pain. This is not survival, this is domination. A brutal action game focused on raw strength and destruction. You play as a powerful warrior tearing through enemies. Heavy melee combat, big enemies, impactful hits, everything feels powerful and aggressive. This is pure adrenaline. If you want to feel unstoppable, this game delivers.
Can't believe you made it out of that shithole.
It's some designer crap, it's killing us.
No, it's the other outfits pushing it that are killing us.
All cities high on White Whisper. The city's sick.
I pray that vile drug would be taken off our streets.
Half the things I do to keep this organization running, Carter doesn't like.
There's so many of us just up and disappearing. This shit is getting weird.
True power must remain unbridled. It's a shame dinosaurs like your boss can't see that.
Fuck you, Carter!
The only thing for people like me is to keep going. Keep grinding. Keep doing the work. As far back as I can remember, I worked for other people. They called it opportunity. I called it debt. The city never stopped moving, and neither did what I owed. I never picked the smart job. I picked the one that brought me another day. In Tindleston, nobody waited their turn. If you gave them space, they took your teeth. Sometimes you didn't need skill. You just needed something solid. You hear that? Yeah. That's the sound a face makes when it meets regret. Pain built up. Adrenaline took over. I didn't fight to win. I fought to finish. Cars had weight. Every hit mattered. The more work I did, the louder the city got. Miss a payment, and they reminded you. They weren't negotiators. They were punctuation. When the day ran out, so did your luck. Sleep didn't fix a thing. It just reset the clock. It was all connected. Time, debt.
Hi, I'm Christopher. I'm founder and creative director for Liquid Swords. We're here today to talk about Samson, a Tindleston story. We announced Samson in December with great response and that we are very, very thankful for. Today we are going to not only talk about gameplay, we're also going to show you some more gameplay, focusing on melee combat and car combat.
Hi. My name's Stratiz Zerbini. I'm a programmer here at Liquid Swords. You're playing as a tough guy, as this two-fisted action hero who's not a soldier, who's not a martial arts master, who's not trained or he's skilled, he's tough, but he's making it up as he goes along. He's driven to fight out of desperation and survival. You're gonna get ganged up on, they're gonna try and get behind you, they're gonna charge in on all sides. You gotta keep moving, keep swinging, you know, maybe fight a little dirty. Fair fights are for chumps, right? You can walk into a nice clean room and totally wreck the place. The world is not just an arena in which you have a fight. The world is part of the fight. You can use everything you break. You can take broken things and make them into weapons. You can knock stuff over onto people. Debris can get in enemies' ways. Heavy stuff can fall and kill people. Like, it's crazy. We really want you to be able to use the city to really, really hurt your enemies. We've spent a lot of time thinking about what is this fighting supposed to feel like, you know? And we really wanted to emphasize that you're desperate, you're tough, you're driven to fight. When you pulled out a gun, it got fast and it was almost too clean, it was too easy. You know, you'd get out of a fight, you'd pull out a gun, you'd be at distance, you'd take out your targets. We weren't getting the same kind of crazy chaos. And the more we played with it, the more we just decided to see how much fun you could have with your bare hands.
I'm really happy to see that the combat in the game has evolved into what it is today and what you have seen here in these videos. The original vision for combat in Samson was to hit like a freight train. And I'm really happy to see that we have succeeded in these areas and continue to make such progress. So combat in Samson doesn't stop with punching or kicking someone. A big part of the game is focused on vehicle combat.
My name is Alex Williams. I'm a designer here at Liquid Swords. We're making a city in the 90s, so cars we know are going to be a part of the game. We know they're going to be a form of transport in the world and traffic, so they are getting you from point A to B. However, it's also a tool for the player. Samson, his loved magnum opus car, is his weapon as well. You know, if he's tasked with getting this hit where this guy is speeding in front of him and the only thing is his car, he may have to weave through traffic and slam his car into his to push that car off the road or into a post or something to take it out. Another time it might be, you know, he's trying to help his team do a heist or a hit and he needs to get them out of that location before the enforcement arrives, so it might be a getaway vehicle. It might just be a simple delivery tool as well, like he needs to help his gang get things delivered around town on time and he's the man for that. So it's a multi-purpose tool, I think, that are vehicles in this game. In car combat, it's about, like, you know, it can be cars hitting each other, and it's the relative momentum of the two cars, like how fast the car is, how much mass they have is dictating the damage that's being done. Then the damage of the car, like I don't want to feel a car just dies, you know, cars don't die, they're made up of lots of different parts. We have a part system, there's tires, wheels, the engine, these can all degrade. The player will feel how that car, you know, the consequences of how those parts are damaged.
There you have it. Melee combat and car combat in Samson, a Thunderstorm story. We have shown you clips today that are directly from the game, rough, rugged and raw. If you want to know more and discuss the game, please join us on Discord and other social channels, and we look forward to show you more of the game soon.
Some mysteries are not meant to be solved, but you're going in anyway. A mysterious sci-fi experience focused on exploration and story. You're placed into an unknown environment with minimal guidance. No clear direction, you explore, observe, and piece things together. The story unfolds through the world itself. This is not for everyone, but if you like deep, atmospheric games, this could be something special.
Hunt or be hunted, the answer I often seek. Scars are nothing but marks of survival. Like a hyena wandering the wilderness. What do I see? Where do I belong? I meditated on the concerns, but found no solution. I squeezed in this dilemma, full of rejection. I contemplated deeply delving further into confusion. I softly soothed my scars, longing for protection. Like a hyena, binding toughly to the herd. Are there more risks and betrayals to suffer? And betrayals to suffer.
Some places should never be explored, and this island is one of them. You play as a paranormal investigator searching for your missing father. The island is abandoned. But not empty, something is watching you.
We were looking to create a dark, immersive atmosphere that would draw you deep into Godstone, making you truly feel that sense of fear, that constant unsettling tension towards the unknown. So you wouldn't just experience a fleeting momentary jump scare, but rather a continuous, sustained thrill.
We always have ambient sound, background noises, the details of things, distant sounds, things that really help to make the environment feel alive.
Silence is a very effective tool for instilling fear and creating tension. That silence generates an uncertainty that leaves you all alone with your own mind, where you can already start to imagine anything, because you know there's danger and that at any given moment you could be startled. It works.
Now that's something new.
What we aim for with light, color, and symmetry in these spaces is to create that sense of realism, that perfection, which can sometimes make a person feel quite uncomfortable, as if they find it to be completely unnatural. And then it generates a rather strange sensation.
I believe that the utilization of color, the overall atmosphere, when used in an illogical manner, can also effectively generate moments of tension or moments of fear.
Well, beauty often makes you feel secure and causes you to let your guard down. Many times it's a great tool to make you overconfident. And in reality, it's not as good as it seems.
Ultimately, it's like this. We need to see what our tools are to try and communicate all the emotions we want to convey to the players. In this case, for example, desolation, terror, and fear.
In The Occultist, we weren't looking for that sense of violence, of blood, or of gore, but instead your own personal experience and your own journey would be what gradually instilled that fear in you.
In the end, I feel the player is the one who truly completes the fear and terror with their own preferences.
I've seen things.
No weapons. No fighting, only stealth, puzzles, and a mystical pendulum. You uncover secrets, interact with the supernatural, and try to stay alive. This is psychological horror done right. No cheap jump scares, just pure tension. If you like slow, disturbing experiences, this one will get inside your head.
Shadows of the past nipping at your heels. went in search of my father. But what I found was a curse that binds everything. Living or dead. Running from what haunts you gives it power.